In the heart of Europe, full of mountains and rivers, lies a country that once inspired hope, a place where history runs deeper than the Danube. This country is Romania. This land is rich in resources, in people, in beauty, and on paper is one of the fastest growing economies in the world. But scratch the surface, and you'll find something much scarier. A rising storm of corruption, chaos, and collapse. Tax hikes disguised as reforms. Protests ignored by the elite. A country now split in two. One side marching under the nationalist banner of George Simeon, the other holding firm to the west, behind Nicu Dan. And in the middle, millions of ordinary Romanians, tired, angry, and quietly leaving. Parents who no longer see their kids in at night because they've moved to Italy, Germany, or the UK just to survive. Young people who study only to flee, a nation bleeding in silence. But how did we get here? This is the story of how Romania, the pearl of Eastern Europe, becomes impossible to live in. At the beginning of 2025, the Constitutional Court of Romania made a decision that shattered the very foundation of the country's fragile democracy. It canceled the presidential elections. No warning, no public debates, just a ruling buried in legality that wiped out millions of voices in an instant. The reason being foreign interference, allegations of Russian manipulation. The response was immediate. Streets filled with anger. Cluj, Timișoara, Iași, Bucharest. Tens of thousands stood shoulder to shoulder, not just with signs, but with fear. Fear that their country no longer belonged to them. Fear that this was no longer a democracy, but a performance. It wasn't just an election that was canceled. It was trust. The invisible thread that held together 20 million people snapped. From that moment on, Romania was no longer governed, it was managed poorly. On January 1st, 2025, while people were still digesting the political chaos and celebrating the new year, the government delivered the economic blow. Fees went up overnight. Small businesses began to die one by one as the corporate tax increased. Multinationals started laying off employees, and wages have stayed the same, even as prices have risen. But the worst was yet to come. For the first time in history, the euro exceeded 5 lei, a psychological barrier that shows the depreciation of the official currency. Energy bills are rising, rents have exploded, and for millions of families, hope has evaporated. Romanians work harder than ever, and yet the money they collect has remained the same. No one has offered definite answers or real solutions for solving these problems. When governments run out of money, they don't cut where it hurts them. They cut where it hurts you. And in Romania, the blade fell on the youngest hopes. On January 1st, 2025, in the shadow of new tax laws, another decision quietly slipped through the cracks. The state reduced free transportation for students. Now, rides are only free between home and school. Young people who also work or study in another city will find it much harder and more expensive to manage this. For many, that free ride was the only bridge between education and dropping out. Rents are too high, trains too infrequent, money too scarce. When a country abandons its students, it doesn't just lose a generation, it loses direction. It loses the very idea of a future. In 2025, Romania didn't just lose money or elections, it lost something far more difficult to recover: its people. Every year, thousands of Romanians pack their bags and leave the country. They board trains, buses, or planes with one destination in mind, anywhere but here. They leave behind their homes, their language, their friends, their dreams. Some leave forever, others with the quiet hope that one day they'll return when things get better. Mothers now hug their children through video calls. Young couples live apart across borders or simply break up. Grandparents grow old alone with phones on their nightstands instead of grandchildren. But no one leaves for adventure. They leave for stability, for a salary that lasts the whole month, for a life that feels safer, for a future they can no longer see here. And what remains behind is a country growing older, more tired, more disconnected from itself. Half-empty villages, closed schools, cities where the only ones left are those who had no way out. Romania is not just a country with potential, it's a country that will succeed. It is a nation built on a rich and proud history, rooted deeply in European culture, innovation, and resilience. Throughout centuries, Romanians have shown that they can rise above any challenge, and that spirit is still alive, ready to shine once again. This country has everything it needs to win: valuable natural resources, breathtaking landscapes that can attract millions of tourists, a strategic position in Europe, and most importantly, extraordinarily smart, creative, and hardworking people. Romanian youth win international competitions, launch innovative businesses, and impress top universities around the world. Our diaspora is living proof of our true potential, and those who choose to stay are rebuilding the country from the ground up every single day. Romania is more than bad headlines or cold statistics. Romania means progress. It means scientists changing the world from Romanian labs, entrepreneurs reshaping industries in tech, agriculture, or green energy, and artists representing our culture on the world's biggest stages. It means international success stories like Beach Please, one of the biggest music festivals in Europe, attracting hundreds of thousands of young people and global artists to Romania's Black Sea coast. It means Romanian tech startups like UiPath, a global leader in automation. It means Simona Halep and David Popovici, athletes who put Romania on the map in sports. It means Romanian directors winning awards in Cannes and local brands gaining recognition far beyond our borders. Romania's future is bright. If you've watched until here, thank you so much. And don't forget to subscribe and share your thoughts about the video in the comments.